Welcome to SUTV News. I'm Amy Huffner.
And I'm Melody Bruck.
This year marks the 28th anniversary since the Student Center was named after former graduate Sharwan Smith. Here's Jake Palmer with more.
Sharwan Smith is one of the most prominent names that you can find here on the campus of Southern Utah University. She was the former student body vice president of activities and went on to become the president of the Lambda Delta sorority here on campus. However, a few years after she graduated from SUU, tragedy struck. She and her niece, Shiloh Shurtleff, were killed in a one-vehicle car accident, leaving only one survivor, her sister, Stacy Shurtleff.
After she had passed, some students came to us, Hiram and I, and asked if we would have any influence. The students had got together and they wanted to name the new administration building that was being built, named after her. We don't know what influence we could do. They went back to President Sherritt, and President Sherritt said, if you can get enough signatures, then I will take it to the state of Utah and present it to them. One night, Hiram and I were flying home from Salt Lake, and President Sherritt was on the same plane. While we were waiting for our plane, he came up to us and said, "It passed." And we said, "What passed?" And he said, "The new student center is going to be named Sharwan Smith Student Center."
Because of those students, Sharwan was chosen to have her legacy live on with the statue and the new student center named after her. Sharwan was often known to have a beautiful and bright soul by many. On March 11, 1997, nearly 2 years after her death, the Sharwan Smith Student Center was dedicated in memory of Sharwan and her contributions to SUU.
It's an honor to just honor her. One of the things that I loved about Sharwan is that I think the reason she came across larger than life is because she just had this incredible ability to connect with others, to include others, to welcome others, and to help them feel as though they belonged and that they were a part of something really special.
To this day, 30 years later, Sharwan's legacy stands strong. She embodied love and connection and is a symbol to every student, professor, and faculty member that is tied to this campus.
So Sharwan and I were students together on campus in the early 90s. She was always the life of the party, and she always brought the sunshine. She was the light that everyone looked to, and she was the gatherer. She would bring us all together and get us to be friends or working together or positive directions. I think of that legacy today and how that still lives on, and students are the heart of what we do here at SUU, and Sharwan exemplified a lot of that.
For SUU TV News, I'm Jake Palmer.
Next up, the Dungeons & Dragons Club meets every Wednesday evening. But what exactly goes on at this club? Our reporter Nathaniel Buck investigates.
Every Wednesday evening, a small group of students from all walks of SUU life gather in the General Education Building. Their goal? Storytelling through an unconventional medium. This particular group meets under the supervision of the Dungeons & Dragons Club, so named due to its focus on the popular tabletop role-playing game. During a regular TTRPG session, players will take on the role of various different characters they've created.
So tonight I played a character who I named Oli, named after a person I work with. She is a very small Russian lady, and she's kind of a crazy old lady, but not I don't know. She's a sweet little thing, but it's my first time playing her, so I'm not too sure where I'm gonna take her yet.
One participant, often referred to as a game master, is responsible for setting the stage for the other players. The group then works together to tell a story through their characters interacting with the world. If questions arise as to whether something happens or not, dice are rolled against a target number. If you roll equal to or higher than that number, you succeed. If not, you don't. Though the club is primarily based around Dungeons & Dragons, groups are not limited to the fantasy genre or even D&D itself. This particular group is using a rule set called Monster of the Week, which is inspired by TV shows like Supernatural.
I really like the setting. I don't normally do stuff set in like the real world, so it's kind of wanted to challenge myself and give myself a weird setting that I had to work with.
When it comes to why this group plays TTRPGs, their reasons are as varied as the characters they portray. They're always happy to welcome new players to the hobby.
I think it is an amazing outlet to get stories out. I've worked through, honestly, a lot of my own problems through characters. And I find different pieces of myself in characters.
For SUTV News, I'm Nathaniel Buck.
In more Southern Utah University news, many may not know that SUU has its very own student-run journal. SUU News is currently in the works for a new edition of the University Journal. Reporters, editors, graphic designers, and photographers are all working hard to bring this new edition to life. The new edition of the University Journal will be available this month. You can find your physical copies at the newsroom or in any SUU building. The journal is available at SUVNews.net. The SUU News employees are thrilled to showcase their work this semester.
So the theme for our next University Journal is a new page, which I think really reflects the time that we're at SUU News. It's a brand new year, we have new reporters, we have new section editors, and we have new stories that need to be told. So I think what I'm most excited about is being able to share those new stories with everyone.
Honestly, I'm so excited for this newest edition of the journal. I think it's great that SU has so many creative outlets for students.
Me too. I think there's so many opportunities, and something that I love about the journal is that it's able to highlight all of the things that the SUU campus has to offer.
Absolutely, and if it weren't for them, I don't think our news program would function the way it does. So shout out to the people at the University Journal. Thank you.
Big fan of them.
Yeah.
They're pretty awesome. But we're going to take a quick break.
After this, weather and sports.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner!
Go. Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there. We're the family. Oh, I thought you were on my team. Wait.
Hello, my name is Brooklyn Beard. Welcome to today's weather segment with SUU TV. First, we're going to take a look at this week's forecast. And as you can see, it's kind of a lot of the same. We're going to be getting down into some freezing temperatures on Monday evening. It's going to be hitting 32 degrees, but still luckily no snow. Though tonight we will have a few showers, but nothing crazy to look forward to. As you can see on the radar, most of it is over out east, so we got a little bit here, but nothing major, should just be some sprinkles. And speaking of sprinkles, it's raining men, honey. Today we're going to be talking about Destroyer, who just performed in Salt Lake City last night. He's an experimentalist in terms of his music, and he's a very handsome man. So shout out Destroyer. We also still have the Cedar City Livestock and Heritage Festival that's coming up this weekend. That starts tomorrow, and it'll go through Sunday. Lots of different events in the Diamond Z Arena, as well as the Sheep Parade on Saturday morning. And the Haunted Cemetery Tour. Of course, who could forget? Tonight at 6:30 and at 6:45, the Frontier Homestead is going to be holding cemetery tours, and they're going to be haunted as well. So, to spooky season, if you're into that, go check it out. And how could we forget our lovely Marcus Agrippa? Happy birthday to him. He was the Roman general at the Battle of Actium, and we wish him a happy heavenly birthday today. If you have any complaints, questions, concerns about today's weather forecast, please contact me at arts@SUUnews.net. Once again, my name is Brooklyn Beard, and thank you so much for having tuned in today. Hello, ladies.
Oh, hey. Hi, Brooklyn.
So are you guys going to see a haunted cemetery tour tonight or what?
I think I have to. That sounds very interesting to me.
I mean, 'tis the season. It doesn't get much better than that. It's pretty authentic, especially if you're here in Cedar.
Oh yeah, it's really cool to have some horror exhibits in Cedar. I feel like that's not something we tap into enough here.
It's true. You got to go clear out to Canaraville if you want that. So take advantage of it while it's here, folks.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're going to take a small break.
Sports is up next.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
In local sports news, the men's cross-country team took first place at the Bronco Invitational this past weekend. The women's team, who also competed, came in third out of 16 teams. Their next meet is on Halloween when they head to the Western Athletic Conference in Arlington, Texas. The football team has also managed to win this past week. Their game against Abilene Christian University ended with 31 points for the T-Birds to Abilene's 24. They look to continue their new streak this Saturday as they take on Utah Tech. In national sports news, all 4 U.S. women's gymnasts advanced to finals at the World Gymnastics Championships. At least 1 U.S. woman has made the all-around podium at the Olympics and World Championships since 2003. However, with Simone Biles and Suni Lee both on indefinite breaks from competition and Hesley Rivera out on injury, the streak currently stands in jeopardy. The San Francisco Giants have become the first team in Major League Baseball history to hire a manager directly from a college program. Tony Vitello, who was previously a coach at the University of Tennessee, has no previous experience coaching in the major leagues. He replaces Bob Melvin, who was fired from the Giants at the end of last month. In more controversial news, the National Hockey League has signed a licensing agreement with 2 prediction market startups. Kalshi and Polymarket will have the rights to use NHL marks and logos. In return, the NHL will receive a suite of customer protections. The deal, the first of its kind, comes as many states are pushing back on prediction markets. Finally, the world of chess mourned the loss of Daniel Norutsky. The 29-year-old chess grandmaster was known for his educational chess content on YouTube and Twitch. He was also one of the youngest published authors in chess history. His family have stated they want privacy whilst they mourn. The cause of the death is not known at this time.
On Outdoor Adventures, a staple in southern Utah is celebrating their last month before closing for the winter season. The Cedar Breaks National Monument is expecting access to be limited in late October through mid-November. As the weather grows colder and snow accumulates in the Bryan Head area, road closures will take place on State Route 143 and 148. Despite the cold weather, there's still time to visit Cedar Breaks' renowned trails, such as the Alpine Pond Loop Trail. This trail is only 2 miles round trip and it's suitable for any level of hiker. For more information on access to the park, visit the National Park Service website at nps.gov.
Since October 1st, 2025, the U.S. federal government shutdown has limited access and funding for the national parks. Here's Melody Brooke with more.
National parks such as Grand Canyon and Zion are experiencing a significant loss of staffing and budget cuts. This is the first massive national park shutdown since January of 2019. Several parks are no longer charging entrance fees to account for the shutdown, with only 108 out of 423 NPS sites still requiring payment. Zion National Park is no longer requiring a fee for entrance, but has several posted signs requesting donations to the Zion Forever project to keep operations running. Visitor services, including the shuttle, public restrooms, and campground trash and water, are still offered, but are no longer as maintained and monitored under current administrative changes. Parks employees and management are told to avoid speaking on the topic, according to several anonymous sources. One student with the outdoor recreation team at Southern Utah University shared her recent experience at Collab Canyon.
So when I went to visit Collab Canyon Park, before it was super understaffed anyways, but we still stopped at the visitor center and stuff like that and checked in. But with this recent shutdown, There wasn't really anyone at the visitor center for us to check in, so we just kind of drove in and did our stuff and then drove out, and didn't really see any park rangers or anything like that.
Due to the termination of parks employees, there's a considerable concern with security and preservation efforts. Some parks, such as Yosemite, are reportedly being met with illegal activity, natural resource depletion, and squatters attempting to take advantage. For more information about park access and policies in southern Utah, go to stateparks.utah.gov. For SUTV News, I'm Melody Brooke.
Moving on, hidden away on a corner of SUU campus is the Garth and Jerry Fronner Museum of Natural History. The museum hosts a variety of exhibits dedicated to showing off the nature that makes up Utah. This includes a collection of interactive exhibits, rocks, fossils, and various taxidermy animals. Currently, the museum has a limited time exhibit about bees and other pollinators. These exhibits will be in the museum until March 25th, 2026. The museum is free and open weekdays from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m.
The museum offers a lot of information of the world around us, and the science that people work so hard for. I think what you'll take away from this museum is how the world not works around you, but a little bit more about how everything functions, or the way things kind of are the way they are.
It's that time of year again. Hockey season is officially underway in southern Utah. Here's Briar Adams with more.
After multiple years without a rink, Cedar City now has its very own hockey team and facility. KJ's Ice Barn was established in 2022 after years of fundraising and over 3,500 petition signatures.
I grew up playing hockey. We had an ice rink over the aquatic center, and unfortunately we lost it around 2019. It was my freshman year of high school, and then just recently, after I graduated, we got this rink. It's been an awesome experience just having it back around. And I'm so happy to have it back.
The Ice Barn is home to two teams, high school team Southern Utah Independent and Junior League Iron County Yeti. These players have come from all around the United States, Canada, Russia, and other countries to play for Southern Utah. Games at KJ's Ice Barn make an exciting outing with their suspenseful competition and cheering fans.
The ice rink is awesome, family-oriented. I really like it. It's something that I grew up with my whole life, and I'm just glad it's here to prolong that, the memories that kids will make from here going forward and growing up. So that's probably the best thing I like about the rink.
The Fain family, owners of KJ's Ice Barn and those who have lost family to cancer themselves, has used the Ice Barn to raise cancer awareness in the community. They frequently host fundraisers and events, and all proceeds are donated to local families. For more information on upcoming games and year-round events at the Ice Barn, visit kjsicebarn.org. With SUTV News, I'm Briar Adams.
Winter has come early to southern Utah. Last Wednesday evening, Cedar City saw its first snowfall of the season. Here's Haejin King with more.
Snow began falling across Cedar City on Wednesday night, October 15th, marking the first snow of the season. The surprise storm quickly changed the campus landscape, covering lawns and sidewalks in a thin white layer. As the snow continued, students at Southern Utah University stepped outside to build small snowmen under the streetlights. Laughter and excitement filled the evening air as students gathered to enjoy the unexpected winter scene.
I'm really excited because I'm from St. George, so I literally never get snow, only every now and then. And I'm just a little shocked because it's October. It's supposed to be fall weather, but this is really fun because I'm gonna make a snowman.
The snow melted quickly the next day, but the moment left many students feeling the joy and wonder that comes with the season's first snow.
Honestly, it's so exciting that we're getting to see snow again. I didn't grow up anywhere near snow, and so I think it's just really great. What about you?
I grew up in Bountiful, so just in northern Utah, so snow is, I'm very familiar. I'm a big fan. But how is it for you who haven't experienced it very much?
Honestly, I think the most daunting thing is having to scrape the snow off of your windshield and not being familiar with that and doing that every time. What's your favorite thing to do in the snow?
Ooh, I think I'm just like a snow aesthetic girl. I like to just be out there. I like to go sledding too. A good sledding could really heal me right now. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm wishing for snow to come back yet, but when it does, I'm out there. I'm ready to go sledding.
Whoa, we'll see. We'll be back after this break.
Up next, Festival City Farmers Market.
The Festival City Farmers Market is in full swing every weekend. Reporter Amy Huffner has the details.
Cedar City hosts its Festival City Farmers Market every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on 100 West and University Boulevard, near the Johnson Center. Members of the community can find booths with everything from fresh produce to tarot readings to jewelry and other artisan crafts.
I really love that everyone in the market is it is like a family. I know that sounds really cliche, but all the vendors know each other, all the regulars know the vendors, and we try our best to make sure everyone is getting eyes on their product, foot traffic through, making sure that their business really is something that people know about.
The market features something for everyone, with diverse food vendors that offer a fresh bite to eat, places to sit and relax, lots of fun for the kids, and live musicians playing throughout.
We've been coming every week. It's fun to see what all the community makes, and it's fun to get to know people. I love this salsa stand right here. It's amazing. So yeah, it's so fun to see the community and what they do.
The market is year-round and will continue every Saturday. Hours will shift in November to 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. To become a vendor or for more information, visit festivalcityfarmersmarket.com. For SUTV News, I'm Amy Huffner. Are putting on themed, fun-filled events. Our reporter, Alora Bailey, has the scoop.
So she quickly locked the doors and rushed into the brightly lit museum.
Recently, the Frontier Homestead State Park hosted its annual Haunted Homestead event. This family-friendly event included various carnival games, bingo, and a ghost tour. The carnival games are set up around the museum with classic ones such as Plinko and a fishing booth, where guests could earn treats. Bingo was hosted every 15 minutes, where guests had the opportunity to win a large prize. For the tour, guests were led throughout the various sections of the museum, where they learned the history of the buildings the Frontier Homestead has, such as the Joseph S. Hunter House. In the tour, guests were allowed in areas usually restricted from the general public, such as the storage shed, which housed various printing presses and other artifacts that are not on display in the main museum. In addition, guests were allowed exclusive access to the storage loft, which also held various artifacts not on display. In the loft, guests could choose to hear one of two stories about people who lived in Cedar City in the 1800s.
It really helps the community just to see all the history that we have here. No matter where they're from, if they're move-ins, if they've been here forever, just learning about the stories and the people who struggled to live here is important.
The Frontier Homestead is open all week with an admission price of $4 per person. For hours and more information, visit stateparks.utah.gov. For SUTV News, I'm Alora Bailey.
Opportunities for diverse experiences for SUU students were provided in the Sharwan Smith Student Center living room. Study Abroad Fair offers students the opportunity to experience a variety of programs, including semester exchange abroad and study away. According to statistics, 300 students traveled to 13 countries with professors this summer. Here's Professor John Smith with more.
The reason study abroad is so important for students is to put themselves in somebody else's shoes and to experience life a different way and gain other perspectives that will be rich for the rest of their lives.
New Harmony held their annual Apple Festival on Saturday, October 11th. The fair benefited the local volunteer fire department and included vendors selling many varieties of farm fresh apples and cider, as well as local fall-themed handicrafts. Despite heavy flooding the night before, which had washed out road shoulders and cut off internet service in much of New Harmony, the event was still a success and attracted visitors from as far afield as Cedar City and St. George.
I got to participate in the Apple Festival this weekend. It was so much fun to go down and see everybody. We got to see a lot of people, got to visit a lot of booths. Apparently there's a haunted house that I plan on going to because of the Apple Festival that I didn't know about until today, so that was great.
Fall has arrived in Cedar City, and with it, its German spirit. Here's Emil Garcia with more.
Cedar City celebrated their second annual Oktoberfest at the Iron Springs Adventure Resort. At the event, guests were able to enjoy a wide selection of foods including caramel apples, bratwurst, along with sauerkraut, and a wide selection of craft beers, and a wide selection of merchandise from local vendors. The event also had many activities for young and old, a game of cornhole, as well as a bouncy house and a giant swing for kids to enjoy. The event also had a keg toss competition where guests were encouraged to sign up and show their strength. But the main attraction of the event was the Wiener Dog Race, where several local pups signed up in order to compete, with each showcasing their speed as they competed against each other in several mini races during the day.
So I got hired last year to do the Wiener Dog Race announcing or commentary. Super awesome. It's a really fun event. I had such a blast last year with like live music and comedy shows and the beer garden and everything is super great.
The Wiener Dog Race was held throughout the entire day, as several races were conducted at different times during the day, with 4 races being conducted every time, with 6 dogs competing. As the day went on, people cheered as the pups raced, as the Iron Springs Adventure Resort was the home for the event.
You know, it's not too far away from Cedar City, just right outside town, and it's super great, really good times.
For more information about events at the Iron Springs Adventure Resort, you can go to ironspringsutah.com. And for SUTV News, I am Emil Garcia.
In other local farm news, Staley Farm in St. George, Utah celebrates its 24th fall season. This farm hosts a wide variety of attractions for visitors of all ages, such as a corn maze, a pumpkin patch, a playground, and a petting zoo. The event is open to all ages and targeted toward families. For general admission to most attractions, you can purchase tickets, the price depending on the day of the week. Some attractions require tokens, which are $1 each. This Halloween season, Staley Farms presents its 20th anniversary of Field of Screams, Southern Utah's #1 haunted attraction. For more information and to buy tickets, visit staleyfarm.com.
I love seeing all the cute animals, the cute cows and the pigs and the emus, and they're just so cute. And I love to do everything here.
Field of Screams and a haunted cemetery all in 1 week. That's so exciting.
Hey, we're gearing up for Halloween. I'm ready for it. I love all of the Halloween things and all the activities that we can do. It makes it a really good time.
Absolutely. I think October is just such a fun-filled month with so many different things that you could possibly do.
Yeah.
And honestly, I can't wait for next year also.
Really? Why not? Why next year?
There's just so many more activities to look forward to that I didn't get to do this time.
Hey, that's so fair, actually.
Thanks for tuning into SUTV News. I'm Melody Brooke.
And I'm Amy Huffner. Today, we leave you with more footage from the Wiener Dog Race.
We'll see you next time.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.